Welcome back. The main draw is set for the final Grand Slam of the tennis season. 4 Canadians will compete in singles at the U.S. Open, which kicks off tomorrow in Queens, New York. Felix Auge and Milos Raonic play their first-round matches on Monday, while Layla, Fernandez, and Rebecca Mourinho play on Tuesday. Bianca Andreescu had to withdraw from the tournament over the weekend because of a back injury. She announced earlier this month that a small stress fracture was found in her back, saying it hasn't fully healed. The tournament runs from August 28th to September 10th. Joining us for more on what to expect from the tournament is Lucas Weiss, staff news editor at The Athletic. Good morning, Lucas.
Good morning, Beatrice. Thanks so much for having me on.
You bet. Let's start with Milos Raonic, because he was really the comeback kid here at home at the National Bank Open. He's back at the court, on the court tomorrow, and this could very well be his final U.S. Open appearance.
For sure. I mean, I was there when Milos Raonic beat Francis Tiafoe at the National Bank Open in Toronto. It was an electric atmosphere for Raonic to be able to come back and win that match in 3 sets. It was his first victory against a top 10 opponent since 2020. Milos isn't looking too far ahead into the future. He's very much in the present, focusing one match, one tournament at a time. But you can't help but wonder if this will be his last U.S. Open, his last slam. And I really do think that this has an upset potential written all over it, because he plays Stefanos Tsitsipas, and Tsitsipas 2 years ago lost in the first round to someone by the name of Carlos Alcaraz. I don't know if you've heard of him, Beatrice, because he won 2 slams by the age of 20, now world #1. So I think for Milos, if he can just unleash that powerful serve, he has a real chance to pull off the upset.
And he's got the whole nation behind him. I mean, who doesn't love a comeback story? And then you've got Felix Auge-Aliassime, this rocket from Quebec. He's made the semis once before, back in 2021. He's looking for another good showing at the U.S. Open.
He is. And look, it hasn't been the year that Felix has wanted after the incredible 2022 that he had. I think for Felix, he's been dealing with injuries, and now it's just a matter of getting that confidence of playing a lot of matches. So I feel like for Felix to try to get something going here in New York, where he is comfortable, like you said, making the semifinals in 2021, but he has a difficult first-round opponent, playing Mackenzie McDonald, someone that made his first ATP Masters 1000 quarterfinal back in Toronto this summer. So hopefully Felix can gain a lot of confidence. He beat Matteo Berrettini in Cincinnati. If he can put some matches together, I think he can go deep in this tournament.
You know, I was really looking forward to the women's side, too, because hypothetically, had Bianca Andreescu and Layla Fernandez won their first rounds, we would have seen them actually go head-to-head for the first time ever. Of course, that's not to be. Bianca's had to pull out because of a back injury. And who can forget a few years ago when she actually hoisted that trophy? So a big disappointment for sure.
No doubt, Beatrice. Look, 4 years ago, Bianca Andreescu beat Serena Williams, lifting the U.S. Open trophy, becoming the first Canadian man or woman to win a singles Grand Slam title. But unfortunately, since then, the connective thread for her has just been injury. She hasn't been fully healthy, whether it's a foot injury in Miami, now the back issue. Look, the back is concerning because, you need that back to be able to serve, and given her power game, it's really going to be interesting to see if she can recover from this. So definitely disappointing for Bianca. Hopefully she can get healthy soon, because once she is healthy, she definitely has an all-around game that can compete with the top women's players on the WTA Tour.
For sure, but it seems, as you say, she's been injured more often than not since hoisting that U.S. Open trophy. Let's do one more here. Layla Fernandez and Rebecca Mourinho both representing Canada. What are you expecting to see from these two young ladies?
Yeah, Layla Fernandez made the final at the U.S. Open in 2021, a tough first-round opponent facing Ekaterina Alexandrova. Look, but Layla beat Beatrice Haddad-Maia in Montreal, as you can see on your screen there. A tight 3-set win for Layla, so hoping she can get some confidence from that. Rebecca Mourinho plays Patricia Maria Tig in the first round. It's their first time meeting. Marino's really enjoying this next chapter of her career in her comeback. It's just great to see her on the court. So hopefully for both women, they can get first-round wins in advance at the U.S. Open in New York.
Listen, good Canadian representation. That's already an awesome start. Lucas Weiss, the staff news editor at The Athletic, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you, Beatrice.